Hi, I'm Brett Nixon here with Vancouver Mountain Guides. Tonight we're at the gorgeous White Cliff Park in West Vancouver, and we're going to do some top rope anchors. So here we just happen to have a 2-bolt anchor, which is a really typical setup um, throughout British Columbia. And in order to start, I have my anchor. Our minimum standards for top rope anchor would be 2 locking carabiners and then two non-locking beaners. These are standard lock and carabiners. They would be referred to as D-shaped beaners, just simply because of the D shape to them. So the way that we construct these top rope anchors, and the way I'll do that is, if I picture a plane of symmetry in the middle of the bolt anchor, I want to start with the nose of the carabiner, this part here, and put it through the bolt hanger in towards the center of the anchor, and then rotate the carabiner so the gate is down and then out. And this really actually facilitates me being able to clip stuff easily into the beaner. On the other side, I just need to use a regular non-locking carabiner. Now I take a double-length sling, 120 centimeters. So just clip that sling into the 2 beaners on the anchor. I like to take the sewn part and move it up towards one of the beaners. Just like that, so the sewn part is up near one of the beaners. And then dress the material nicely so it's parallel. Now take your finger and draw down the middle of the anchor in the direction that the climb is coming up. So then the load is going to be oriented in the direction of the climber coming up. And then right above my finger, I'm going to tie an overhand knot, which will be an isolation point in this anchor. So bring up the material and then an overhand knot. And then snug it up. This is going to be your simplest form of top rope anchor. The master point, or the focal point at the end, will then get at least 1 locking carabiner and 1 non-locking carabiner with the gates opposed. And you can see gates opposed, the gates open in, so it ensures that the rope can't come unclipped. So the rope would be running through here. So just briefly, if we speak about the anatomy of the anchor, we can learn a lot. So the way that I define the different components of this anchor are the end here with the doubled loop. This is your focal point or master point. This is where you'll typically be anchored into or have the top rope running through. The knot is also known as the node, and this is an isolation point. So nothing from this side, or the bottom can slip through this knot once it's snugged down. We have 2 branches of the anchor, so a left and a right arm, and they're independently connected to bolts in the rock. So don't forget to lock your carabiner gates. So you lock that one, and you lock that one. And this is like your bread and butter anchor for almost any situation, multi-pitching, top roping. Just when you're top roping, you want to take those extra precautions by having at least a minimum of 1 locker on 1 bolt and 1 locker at the bottom. And then the most common question I get asked is, can you use locking carabiners at all the carabiner positions in this anchor? And the simple answer is yes. If you have enough locking carabiners, absolutely go ahead and put a locker here and a locker here. Okay, thank you very much for watching our video on top rope anchors. And that concludes anchor number 1 in our 3-part series on top rope anchors for level 1 rock.